Hello everyone. In the second lecture, we will study about signal flow graph, and in GATE exam from signal flow graph, in every 1 to 2 years they ask one question. So this is very important and this is very easy also. There is only two concepts in this. First, the designing the signal flow graph, and second, finding the transfer function from the signal flow graph. So in the first lecture, we have studied about the basics of control system. So anyone who have not seen our first lecture can visit our channel video. They can watch them. So in second lecture, we will study signal flow graph. What is signal flow graph? Let's suppose for a system there is different variables. So the mathematical representation of those variables we can do by linear algebra expression, and the graphical representation of those equation is known as the signal flow graph. So we will take an example and we will understand. So the question is given here. A system is described as equation number 1. This is equation number 2, and this is equation number 3. So here x1 dot t, that is equal to, that is the differentiation. X1 dot t means differentiation of x1 t. So whenever such terms come like x dot t, I need to do little adjustment. So whenever x dot t is given, we can write as the Laplace transform of this is xs minus x0. This is the x0 is the initial condition, means at time instant 0 what is the value of this function x. That is the initial condition. Okay, we can write the Laplace transform of a differential equation like this. And this x1 dot t is equal to dxt by dt. So this is our first question. So first of all, for all these three equations, we will convert it into the Laplace transform of all these three equations. So writing one equation first, we will get xs, that is equal to x1s plus b3us. Okay. Now second equation, that is x1 dot t. So here we can write it like this. But whenever in the question it is not given, means to consider the initial condition, then we will ignore the initial condition in finding the transfer function. So there is nothing given about the initial condition. So for finding the transfer function, we will ignore this term. So as x1s, we will ignore x0, that is equal to minus a1 x1s plus x2s plus b2us. So now what will happen? This x we will bring in the right hand side, so it will come in the denominator. Sorry, here it is a1. Now we will write the equation third, the Laplace transformation of equation third. So again it will come x2s like this, and from s we will take in the right hand side. So we will get x2s, we will write as x2s, and we will ignore that x0 because there is nothing given about the initial condition in this question. We will write it minus a2 x1s plus d1us. Now what we will do, we will take this s on the right hand side. So here s will come, here again s will come. So this is our equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. And what we have to do now? We have to obtain the signal flow graph. So using these three equations, we will obtain the signal flow graph. So first of all, we will check how many variable is there. So this is our one variable, this is our second variable, third one, fourth one. So there is four variable in this question. So what is signal flow graph? It is the graphical representation of relation between variable of a system. So we have to represent this equation in the form of means graph, that is called graphical representation, that is also known as signal flow graph. So we will see how we will obtain the signal flow graph using these three. So now for this four variable x1s, x2s, xs and us, we will so now we will represent these three equations in the form of signal flow graph, and for this four variable we will represent it in the signal flow graph. So first of all we will take four nodes. Here we will write us, here x2s, x1s and xs. So first of all we will see xs is equal to x1s. So here multiplicative factor is only 1 and plus b3 us. So from here it will come b3. So the equation 1 is done in this graph. Now coming to equation 2, x1s. x1s is equal to minus a1s x1s. So a node will start from x1 and it will complete at x1 only, and the multiplicative factor will be minus a1 by s. And x2s by s, here we will give 1 by s, and v2s us. So from us one branch will come and terminate at x1s, and we will give the multiplicative factor v2 by s. And be careful while putting the arrow sign, because that is very important and you can commit mistake in exam if you do not put proper arrow sign. And even in exam the question come, the signal flow graph come, then you should watch carefully what is the arrow direction, then only you can form the equation. And after that we will see now x2s. x2s is equal to minus a2 by s x1s. So from here one branch will come and multiplicative factor will be minus a2 by s, and b1s us, b1 by s. So we have represented this system in the form of signal flow graph. This is our signal flow graph. So this was the basic example. So we will see one more example today, and after that we will study to find the transfer function from the signal flow graph. So for that there is one very easy formula and very conceptual formula. Just understand that formula, then the question from all the signal flow graph will be very easy for you. So coming to the question number 2, there is an electrical system given. This is the electrical system given. You can also solve this question in your notebook before me and you can match. So here is input voltage, here is output voltage, this is resistance R, this is C, and this is inductor L. So we have to represent this electrical system into the signal flow graph. So let's suppose here I1 current pass and here I2 current pass. So in this branch I1 minus I2 current will pass. Understood? We have taken the KCL here because sum of all the incoming and outgoing current at a node is equal to 0. So using that principle, we have given the current equation here in each branch. And now at this node, this is the voltage across the capacitor, so it will be Vc. So in this given question, we will first of all see how many variables are there. So variables are Pi, I1, Vc, I2 and V0. So we will write all the equation using this variable and we will represent it through signal flow graph. So first of all, we will write for I1. So minus Bi, we will take KVL in this loop 1 and minus Bi plus I1 R1 plus Vc is equal to 0. So I1 is equal to I1 R1 is equal to Bi minus Vc. So this R1 will come this side. This is our equation 1. Now we will write for I2. I2 is equal to Vc minus V0 by R2. Now we will write for Vc. So first of all, I will tell you for any capacitor, its impedance is equal to Zc is equal to 1 by j omega c, that is equal to 1 by Sc. You will read this concept in network or analog theory. And for inductor, that is equal to ZL, that is equal to 1 by j omega. Sorry, in inductor it is directly j omega L, and we can write j omega as S, so it will be SL. So writing in this branch, we will get Vc is equal to voltage equal to current into resistance. So current is I1 minus I2 and impedance is 1 by Sc. This is our equation second and this is third. Now equation number 4th, we will write for V0 and V0 is equal to only I2 current is flowing in this branch. So we will write V0 is equal to current into impedance, that is equal to I2. So in this branch I2 is following and impedance is given here SL. So I2 SL. So using this 4 equation, now we will represent the signal flow graph. So let's represent the signal flow graph here only. So we will take the node for all the variable. There is total 5 variables, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 node we will take. So this is Pi, and after that I1, Vc, I2, V0. Till that everything is fine. If you have any doubt, then you can ask in the comment box. Now we will represent the equation in the signal flow graph. So I1 is equal to Vi by R1. So here 1 by R1 you will give 1 by R1 and minus Vc by R1. So here minus 1 by R1. So I1 equation done, first equation is done. Now for second equation, I2 is equal to Vc by R2. So here 1 by R2 and that is equal to minus V0 by R2. Here also minus 1 by R2 we will do. So equation 2 is also done. Now for equation 3, for Vc we will write I1 by Sc. So from here it will come 1 by Sc and minus I2 by Sc. So it will come, one loop will come like this, that will be minus 1 by Sc. Now So we have done for the BC also. Now for B naught, we will do L is equal to I to SL. So from here, now we will represent all this equation on the signal flow graph. So we will take 5 nodes because there is total 5 variable here we have. So we will take 5 nodes. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We will write here B, I, I1, BC, I2, B naught. And so we will represent all this equation on the signal flow graph. B naught is equal to I2 SL. So here I2 into SL. We will write now. We will take I2. I2 is equal to VC by R2 minus V naught by R2. So from VC it will go 1 by R2 here, and from V naught minus 1 by R2. Okay, so our equation for I2 is also done. Now we will do for VC. VC is equal to I1 by SC minus I2 by SC. So from here it will be 1 by SC. From I2 it will be minus 1 by SC. So we have done this equation also. Now for I1 we will do VI by R1. So sorry, here we will write VI by R1, and from VC it will come minus 1 by R1. So we have represented this electrical system into this signal flow graph. First of all, we found all the equation and we have represented all this equation into signal flow graph. So next we will study about the formula to find the transfer function from the signal flow graph. So now we will study about the Mason formula. This is very important formula for finding the transfer function from a signal flow graph. So for in the Mason formula, transfer function that is equal to Pk del k by delta. K is equal to 1 to n. Here Pk is the gain of the kth forward path. Delta k is the determinant of the kth forward path, and delta is the determinant of the signal flow graph. So we will see how to find the delta, delta k and Pk. We will take an example also to find the transfer function. We will understand very nicely when we will take example. So for now you just note it down. Pk is equal to gain of the kth forward path. Delta is equal to determinant, and formula to find delta is 1 minus sum of all the individual loop gain plus sum of product of two non-touching loop gain. minus sum of product of 3 non-touching loop gain. So with this formula we can find delta. And now delta k, this is also for the kth forward path, and we will exclude all the nodes which is included in the forward path. Means the gain of the kth forward path is like this is input and this is output. So from input to output, this is one forward path. So we will find delta k for each forward path. So that is equal to 1 minus sum of all individual loop gain not touching the kth forward path plus again sum of individual loop gain means, and that is non-touching loop means two non-touching loop gain. Again sum of, here it is plus sum of all the two non-touching loop gain not touching the kth forward path. So this is the formula to find delta k, delta and pk, and it simplifies it makes very easy to find the transfer function from a signal flow graph. So we will take an example now. We will see how we will find the transfer function from a signal flow graph. They ask in different competitive exam also, like bar, Candice, they ask such questions. So we will take an example now. Let's suppose this is our question. This is R, this is C, sorry, arrow is forward, so now this is signal flow graph and they have asked the question to find transfer function. You can also find while I am solving on the board and you can match your answer. No need to waste time again and again. So what is the transfer function formula? Pk del k by delta. So first of all we will find delta for this signal flow graph. Delta is equal to, so we will see how many loops are there. There is one loop, two loop and third loop. And these two loop is non-touching, this two loop is non-touching and this two loop is non-touching. So delta was equal to 1 minus sum of loop gain, individual loop gain. So these three loop have gain 1 by s, 2 by s and 3 by s, because we will take a whole loop then multiply for this term. So that is equal to 1 by s plus 2 by s plus 3 by s. Now plus product of two non-touching loop gain, and we will do sum. So this two is non-touching loop gain, that is equal to 1 by s into 2 by s. So it will be 2 by s squared. For these two it will be 6 by s squared, and for these two it will be 3 by s squared. And again product of three non-touching loop gain. So these three is also non-touching loop gain. So it will be minus. So product will be 6 by s cube. Finally, this is our delta value. And how many forward path gain is there? How many number of paths which is connecting input to output? There is only one path. Okay. So PK, the forward path gain is 1 into 1. That is equal to PK is equal to 1. And now for PK is equal to 1, we'll write here. For this forward path, we will remove these three nodes because the node touching this forward path is this, and this. So we will remove this. Now we will see how many loops are there and we will find delta. Delta we will find for this node because this is coming in the forward path. So we will remove this thing. So for Pk is equal to 1, delta k is equal to 1 minus sum of two non-touching loop gain, that is equal to 2 by s plus 3 by s plus product of two non-touching loop gain, that is equal to 6 by s square. And we don't have three non-touching loop gain. So now we will write the transfer function directly is equal to Pk, k is equal to 1 to n here. So n is equal to only 1 because there is only one forward path gain. So transfer function is equal to 1 into delta k, that is equal to 1 minus 2 by s minus 3 by s plus 6 by s squared by delta. Put this value of delta here. So this is the transfer function. Now we will take another example because you will solve, if you will solve more number of example, then you will get a better practice of this. And today I will give you the homework of exercise 1, in which there is various number of problems based on the signal flow graph. So in the same way, we will take now the block diagram. Means how, if a block diagram is given, then how we will use this Mason formula. So let's suppose this is the block diagram which we have derived yesterday. So now we have to find the transfer function, that is equal to C by R. So what we had derived yesterday, that is G by, here is negative feedback, 1 plus G into H. Now we will see how Mason formula will be used here. So there is one forward path to input to output and the gain is G only. And how to write the transfer function? K is equal to 1 to n Pk del k by delta using Mason formula. So gain is 1 here. So we will write, for this path there is no loop, means if you will remove this node then there is no loop. So del k will be nothing. So it will be 1 by, and delta is 1 minus sum of all non-touching individual loops. So this is one loop and there is only one loop, that is equal to G into H, and here it is minus sign, so minus GH. See, we got the transfer function, same what we have studied yesterday. So using Mason formula, block diagram reduction is very easy and very less time consuming. So in a GATE exam, if a block diagram question comes, we can solve within a minute. So let's take another example of block diagram question only. Take this question. You can also solve before me and you can match your answer. And always note this sign because this sign is very important. Else you may get a negative mark in GATE exam if you will ignore this sign, polarity and this arrow direction. So now we have to find the transfer function of this question. So transfer function is equal to C by R, and using Mason formula, that is equal to K is equal to 1 to N Pk del K by delta. So how many number of forward paths is there from input to output? There is only one forward path, and the gain is G1 into Z2. So P1 is equal to Z1 into Z2. For this, delta K is equal to 1 minus, there is no loop. If you remove this node, then there is no loop forming, so that will be equal to only 1. And the determinant of this single flow graph, delta, is equal to 1 minus sum of all the individual non-touching loop. So this is one loop, and this is not a loop. You just see arrow is up, and here also upward direction. So it is not forming a loop. So there is only one loop. This is the only loop. So, and the gain is G2 into H2. Here is minus sign, that is equal to minus G2 into H2. So now, what will be the transfer function? Transfer function is equal to Pk del K. So P1, this is del 1, is equal to G1 G2 by 1 plus G2 H2. So this is our answer. So we will solve one more example. Actually, we will practice various number of examples in classroom itself, because it is very useful if you will solve various number of examples, and even after that I will give you more number of homework questions, so it will be very good for you. See this next question. In this we have to find the transfer function. So before that, I will tell you a definition of input and output node. Input node is that node from that only outgoing branch is there, and output node is that node on which only incoming branch is there. If there is a single outgoing branch from here, then it can't be considered as the output node, and if there is any single branch incoming node is there, then it can't be considered as input node. So in this question, we can see this node can't be considered as the input node, because one branch is incoming here and one is outgoing. So for solving this kind of question, we will take this was R. We will take a multiplicative factor 1 and we will make a diagram like this, and so here it is R, and if we multiply R by 1, here also it will be R, but here we will take X. Okay? So now to finding C by R, we will do C by X divided by R by X. So X will get cancelled, and that will be equal to C by R. So now for finding C by X, what is the transfer function formula? That is equal to K is equal to 1 to N Pk del K by delta. So for finding C by, first we will find C by X. C by X. So C by X, here how many forward path is there? Only one forward path is there, that is connecting input to output. And what is the gain? So forward path is only one, and the gain is also 1. And what will be the delta K for this forward path? That will be equal to 1. Now what will be the delta value? Delta value for this single flow graph will be equal to 1 minus, what is the gain of this loop? A minus the plus B plus AB. Okay, this is our transfer function C by X. So that is equal to 1 minus A minus B plus AB. Now we will find R by X. R by X, that is equal to, again see, there is only one forward path from X to R, and that the gain is 1. So 1, and for this delta K, that is equal to here B, because if you will remove this node, then there is one loop is forming. So the gain will be, for this path 1, gain means delta K will be 1 minus B, and again the whole delta will be this only what we have find earlier for the signal flow graph, that is equal to 1 minus a minus b plus ab. Now we have to find c by r. So c by r